Alright, welcome back to the channel, everybody. You know how they say that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result? Yeah, me too. But what if instead of calling it insanity, we started calling it quiet quitting? Because these days it isn't enough to just put in the bare minimum effort at your job and expect everything to be hunky-dory. No, sorry Bob. Not in this economy. In today's cutthroat corporate jungle, you gotta do what you gotta do to get ahead. And that means taking a good hard look at how much effort you're really putting into your work and asking yourself whether it is really worth it. You see, there was once a company whose employees were all incredibly hardworking and dedicated. They put their all into their jobs, always going above and beyond what was asked of them. The company's bottom line was always healthy and everyone seemed happy, right? Wrong as it turns out, there was one employee who was sick and tired of working so hard all the time. He wanted something different, something better. So he started looking for a way to have his cake and eat it too, so to speak. He thought about quitting his job altogether, but then he realized that he liked his job. He liked his colleagues, and he didn't want to lose those things. But he also didn't want to work so hard anymore. A plan to make him rich without having to lift a finger. Now, I don't know exactly how he thought it was going to play out, but I can tell you for sure that it involved doing as little as possible at work. You see, our sloth protagonist had come to the realization that the best way to get what you want is to stop caring about what you want. He decided to take the phrase, work to live. Don't live to work to hard. This meant that he no longer had to put in the extra effort at work because why bother? Life was too short to work hard, right? He decided to start focusing on the things that really mattered to him, like taking long naps, eating lots of delicious food, and hanging out with his friends. And let me tell you, this sloth was really committed. I mean really committed. He stopped caring about promotions and raises. He stopped volunteering for new projects, and he even stopped answering emails outside of work hours. He knew that if he didn't make a change, he would burn out and end up resenting his job and his life. So he decided to take a leap of faith and see where it would take him. And you know what? It actually worked. His boss, an elephant who was initially very concerned about the sloth's lack of ambition and initiative, eventually came around to his way of thinking. She realized that despite the sloth's laid-back attitude, he was still able to meet his deadlines and produce quality work. In fact, he was often able to come up with innovative solutions to problems that no one else could think of, simply because he had the time and mental space to think outside the box. The boss was so impressed with the sloth's unorthodox approach to work that she decided to promote him to a senior position. I was surprised too. But here's the thing. The sloth was in a unique position. Because of his species' reputation for being slow and unmotivated, no one at the company expected him to succeed. This meant that when he did succeed, it was all the more shocking and impressive. Plus, his laid-back attitude and unconventional work methods made him stand out from the other employees. In fact, after his promotion, the boss started encouraging other employees to follow the sloth's lead and embrace a more relaxed approach to work. The company's bottom line didn't suffer either. In fact, it improved even further thanks to the sloth's fresh perspective and innovative ideas. Now you might be thinking, great story, but how does this apply to me? Well, let me tell you, this story has some valuable lessons for us all. First and foremost, it shows us that hard work isn't always necessary to succeed. In fact, sometimes it can do more harm than good. Burnout is a real problem in today's society, and working around the clock is unsustainable in the long run. The sloth taught us that it's okay to take a step back and focus on ourselves. Taking care of our mental health is just as important as taking care of our physical health. Secondly, it shows us that it's important to be comfortable with being different. The sloth was different from the other animals at the company, but instead of trying to conform, he embraced his differences and used them to his advantage. He didn't let anyone else's expectations define him. He had defined himself. And in doing so, he became the most successful employee at the company. Finally, it shows us that success comes in many forms. We're often led to believe that success means getting a promotion, making more money, and climbing the corporate ladder. But for the sloth, success meant something different. It meant being able to live life on his own terms, doing what he wanted to do when he wanted to do it. He didn't need a corner office or a fat paycheck to feel successful. He was content with his simple life, and that's what made him truly happy. So remember, friends, it's not all about working hard and making a lot of money. It's also about finding happiness and fulfillment in our lives. So take a page out of the sloth's book. Embrace your differences. Take care of yourself, and don't be afraid to go against the grain. Who knows? You might just surprise yourself with what you're capable of. But wait, before you go, I got one more thing to say. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on our latest videos. And if you're feeling extra generous, why not give us a like and share this video with your friends? After all, good vibes only. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more sloth-tasky adventures. And remember, slow and steady wins the race. Hey, sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to say thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to leave a like and share it with your friends. And if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and join our crazy shenanigans. Your support really means the world to us and helps us continue making awesome content. So thank you again for watching. We'll catch you next time. Bye.